Right, further investigations. And you seen that video that done about the happy days, the funds, Arthur Fonzarelli, and the fun peoples of Africa. Right? I think basically there's a sort of code in that Happy Days telly show, which is basically codes like this: Happy Days. Right? So you're talking about, like the secret code behind that Happy Days show was basically that they were all in the Happy Days because they were all on tea. It's like about a tea family. And all the different characters like Potsy, teapot, Potsy. And the funds, the fun. So they basically they seem to derive the tea juice from Africa, right? And again, there was like that sort of dualistic code in that TV show, Happy Days, right? So that sort of phrase or saying, oh, you're on the happy pills or something, if you sort of, someone's acting a bit like they're in a sort of daze or a trance or something like that, so they go, oh, you're on the happy pills, And a lot of these tea drinkers, right? They were loaded, that's like just after the tea injection, right? And like that type of phrase, on the happy juice or on the happy pills type of thing, see? So I think it works like that. That when these tea drinkers shoot themselves up with hormone, they go into a happy days type of thing, Because obviously that type of thing, it creates happiness, the Jesus idea and all that, see? So, it's definitely a type of code, a dualistic code in that. See, like a type of slang idea of happy juice, alcoholic drink. You're on the happy juice type of thing and acting all drunk or whatever. But I think there's another type of cure which is basically to do with, being in that type of a altered state, if you like, a state of consciousness idea, where you're on the happy, you're on cloud nine or something, you're on the happy juice, type of thing, in seventh heaven type of ideas and all that. See what I mean? Full of the joys of spring, like that type of idea. About being, like teed up, pumped full of tea, or estrogen or whatever, Of course, there's an interesting little piece in all the juice. This use was popularised by the 1992 film Juice, which starred Tupac Shakur and followed the lives of young black men. Of course, the juice is the tea juice, they're pumped up on tea juice. And there you go, tall woman. Look at the features and that, on the juice. Totally pumped up on the tea juice. That's so feminine, like, it's unbelievable. Gives a kiss. Of course, this happy days thing, right? Of course, the whole lot of them went round are very happy in that, But the sort of Fonz character wore the black leather jacket, right? And there may be a bit of symbolism in that, right? Because around about 1950s, of course, this is meant to be set in 1950s, right? They started including all the black leather jacket idea, in the all the TV and movies and that, right? There may be a bit of symbolism in it, like a skin idea, Like a black skin. Of course, the Fonz character is the only one that wears the black leather jacket. Like that Marlon Brando type of thing and all that, like the black leather jackets, like the rebel idea, and somewhat a bit different and all that, like the rebel thing and that. Of course, the rebel is like Liebe, love, the rebel. Liebe, like Liber 777 by Aleister Crowley and that thing. So there may be a lot of symbolism in the idea of a black leather jacket. Right? And that leads into the haplo group, right? And the haplo group, very coded. If you remember the Happy Valley in Kenya idea, right? We got a lot of code in this, like inherited together from a single parent, right? That's a lot of code in that idea, right? A single parent idea like Mart, Black Lives Matter and stuff. Similar haplotypes that share common ancestors. So again, very Masonic, right? And a single nucleotide polymorphism mutation, right? So what's all that about, right? Got to be a code again, for being a trans basically, right? Of course, with this stuff, right? Natural selection mutation idea, right? And this stuff, it basically goes into the Africa idea again, right? Human mitochondrial DNA haplogroup. We looked a bit at the Darn idea, right? And they traced the matrilineal again, at Mart, the Mart idea. Plus you got like the tri, which is the three, then the lineal, lineal, like again, mainlining substance in the arteries, right? The inheritance of modern humans back to human origins in Africa and subsequent spread around the globe. Again, could be a very telling piece of code, that. Right? Could be a very telling piece of code. Philo, like the Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch, Philo. Of course, like the filly, the horse. So a lot of could be very telling codes in this haplogroup. T-waste, people traced, populations traced. T-waste. Of course, happiness with Ken Dodd. I thank the Lord that I've been blessed with more than my share of happiness. Luckiest human in the human race. The tide, the mitochondrial DNA, stuff and all that. Unbelievable. A field of grain, like the Cain and Abel thing and all that, see? Falling rain. A vice old man, Jewish old man, one told me one time. James Samuel. The stars have recorded Ken Dodd's happiness song, the coronavirus, a tribute to the health service. Now what this health service is all about, distributing tea juice. Distributing tea juice about. Then you have Happy Rockefeller, right? Of course, socialite, which basically means upper class. Tea drinker type of thing, Light, the light user. Was the wife of Nelson Rockefeller. Well known for looking like a man type of face. The virologist. Double mastectomy. Fiddler. Of course, very masculine, One of the easiest to spot, transes with the whole lot, like, I mean, even the hair is like very strong. Like a male's hair and that, unbelievable, like, Easily one of the poorest transes out a lot, like. And massive hands, totally massive hands. Very poor example of a tea drinker, like, innit? That looks pretty cut, you know. That's probably about as good looking a photograph as you're gonna see of it anyway. Diffused diffused lens or something. And just straight bloke basically. Of course butterflies have trans symbol and all that. The big shoulders. Of course, yeah. That Nelson Rockefeller, FTM and that. I mean, there you go, you know. Just totally masculine ass. On the happy juice. That says it all, like, doesn't it? Total trans is like the whole one. Whole family of them, basically. You get two very like popular, well-known phrases, right? To do with happy, and that's one. And happy as a pig and shit, which is, you know, basically that could be a lot to do with the Jesus idea. You know, that could be well to do with the Jesus idea. And this one, happy as a sandboy, right? And now what it says, yeah, like, but as far as I'm concerned, that happy as a sandboy idea is to do again with, like, you know, African and black stuff and all that. Happy as a sandboy. It looks like there may be sort of a, you know, like eradicated this origins of it out of the, you know, out of. As far as I'm concerned, that sandboy idea is definitely deal with that type of thing, you know, like Africans and that. You know, the scene you can't really get much information about that, you know, which is like weird, like, you know what I mean? See, here basically 1823, Mary Fellow, who has tasted a drop. That's again, you know, codes for your tea drinking ideas, and happy as Larry. You know, like the Larry being the law, you know, like the Prince of Wales idea again, the law, Moses the lawgiver, so it's all coded for that type of thing. You can't find none the African type of ideas about it. As far as I'm concerned, you know, that's totally, you know, what it's about. Funny how they change it as time goes on, though, you see. Of course, like, you know, to get the Sanders idea, you know, like happy as a sandboy type of idea, you know. Yeah. It's totally the deal with that code, you know, simple as really. The Sanders, you know. You look at the code in this one, you know, Larry Sanders. It's a totally, you know, totally transcoded. The idea of being on the happy juice type of thing. Larry Sanders. This one's got that tambour in it, voodoo tambour. So, you know, this was totally transcoded. 100% like, you know, Larry Sanders. And there's a politician again. You know, happy as Larry, happy as a soundboy, on the happy juice.